Hey guys, how are you all today? Doing a brand new video. This is going to be a DVD and Blu-ray collection update. I know I haven't done a video in a while. I thought I would come by and do one for you tonight. I think the last time I did a direct-to-camera video was probably about a month ago, probably even longer. I've been focusing on my film at the moment. If you haven't seen the ads for it yet, I'll leave the links down below for the 3 trailers that are out at the moment and the clips I've released. Full film will be out in about 5 days for you guys to purchase or download. So as I said, I got an update for you guys and I'm not going to waste too much of your time. I've bought a stack of stuff down here. It's probably going to be the biggest update I've ever had. If you've watched my updates for a while now, you know how big they can get. I think this is the biggest, so I'm not going to waste too much time. I'm going to get straight into it. Probably not going to talk too much about each of them because there's so many here, but I'm going to start with the latest releases I've got and work down to the sort of older releases I've got. One of the most recent new titles I got was Bates Motel Season 2, and now for all you US viewers, you're probably wondering why this is just a new release. I live over in Australia and this show is very underrated. It doesn't really get released here at all. So season 2 here got released this week. I think it was the 6th or the 7th of December. So that's how far behind we are. I know you guys I think just got season 3 on DVD. We've just gotten season 2. So that's our season 2 there. And there's the back. I'm really into this show. I cannot wait for season 4 to start. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's the prequel series to the Psycho series by Alfred Hitchcock. Well, he didn't do the entire series, but you know, the Alfred Hitchcock film Psycho and then all the sequels and prequels after. This is the prequel series to it. It's a really good show starring Vera Farmiga and Freddie Highmore and a great cast here as well. So if you haven't checked that one out, check that out. It is definitely worth your time. Sorry if I look really red and sweaty, guys. It is really hot over here. It's really getting hot. It's just hit summer and you know, I live in one of the hottest states in the hottest country in the world, so it is super hot at the moment. I may as well just do the rest of the TV series quick. Another pickup I made, which was probably at the start of when, you know, from my last update, which is about 3-4 months ago. This was one of the first things I picked up sort of after that update, and it's the Newsroom Season 1. I really get into the show. I don't think I showed this on my last update. If I did, I'm sorry, but I don't think I did. But the Newsroom Season 1, I'm going to probably get the 2nd and 3rd season soon. I have seen part of the 2nd season. I'm going to probably complete it when I buy the 2nd and 3rd, though, on Blu-ray. I also picked up Game of Thrones Season 4. Season 5 comes out in March. I think it was February. So I want to grab 4 before 5. I have seen all the series up until, you know, the series finale, season finale, Season 5. I just thought I'd buy Season 4. This was originally like $60 on Blu-ray and now it's down to $30 at my work. And with my, you know, my staff discount, I got it for about $20 or so. So I think it was about 17. So that's an absolute bargain. I think I ended up paying for this. So I think that's the only TV series I got. I thought I got way more than that, but oh, I did, but they're on DVD. So I'll show the DVD TV series later. I did pick up about 2 or 3 days ago the Ant-Man Blu-ray Steelbook. It's the cover is a hard drive. If you can't see that, and then on the inside the disc is just blue. I'll take out the disc for you guys, and then it's the inside of a hard drive with a bunch of ants in it. Definitely a great steelbook. This came out the same week as Fantastic Four. Wasn't really interested in getting that one, but this is definitely a great buy for $30, which ended up going down to about 17 as well. So yeah, definitely a great buy. Next one I picked up is Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Sorry if you can't see, it's a bit bright. I got the limited edition one. It's got 2 discs with over 2 hours of special content. I ended up watching this last night on Blu-ray. An amazing transfer. This looks absolutely incredible on Blu-ray. It probably is my favourite Mission Impossible besides number 3. This was absolutely fantastic. I can't wait for number 6 to come out. I think that's next year or 2017. So yeah, definitely worth the price. I also picked up Dark Places. I haven't managed to check this one out yet. I'm just about done with the book. And I really just want to read the last chapter or two before I find out who the killer is. So definitely a great movie if you haven't seen it already. Jurassic World, wasn't a big fan of this in theatres, ended up picking this up for about $5 on Blu-ray. Still a bit iffy about buying it for that much, but you know, I thought it's a reasonable price to finish off the Jurassic Park World series that I've got on Blu-ray. I just thought I may as well get it. I don't think I'm going to find it for a better price than that, even though it was still not what I'd probably pay. I don't think I'd find it any cheaper. Also did pick up the remake of Poltergeist that was released this year, so the 3D, 2D one. Definitely am interested in checking this one out. I haven't seen this yet, but I've heard very good things about it from all my friends who have seen it. So, Poltergeist. Also picked up the Blu-ray copy of American Sniper. I did pick this up, just after my last update. A lot of these were new releases when I got them, but obviously they're not anymore, because it's been a good 3 or 4 months since I've done an update. So yeah, American Sniper, definitely a great film. I did really enjoy that when I saw it. I got The Gambler as well. This was only a few dollars as well, about $5. I do love this film. Never a big fan of Mark Wahlberg, but he did definitely do a good job in that. I also picked up Pitch Perfect 2. Wasn't a fan of this one. I turned it off after 10 minutes, so I'm going to have to give this a rewatch. Did really enjoy the first one, but wasn't a big fan of the second. Now, I did also manage to pick up the Blu-ray of Let's Be Cops. This happens to be probably one of my favourite comedies of all time. This was an excellent price for about $5, so you can't go wrong with that. I also picked up The Wedding Ringer for about $5 as well. Excellent deal. I saw this in theatres. Still haven't checked it out on Blu-ray, but I do remember loving this, so I definitely wanted to check it out as well. I ended up getting the film Unfinished Business, guys. Wasn't a big fan of this, but for a couple of dollars, you can't go wrong. I also got Entourage, the movie. This happens to probably be one of my favourite TV series, alongside with NCIS. But the movie was pretty decent. A lot of jokes in there. Definitely not as good as the series, but definitely does hold as a fantastic movie. I did a bit of upgrading from just the standard 2D version to the Blu-ray 3D, Blu-ray 2D, and ultraviolet of One Direction, This Is Us. I am still going to hang on to the 2D, but I did upgrade to 3D as well. I did go to Supanova. I'll show you the rest of what I got at the end of the video, but I ended up getting Creatures of the Night, which is a Teen Wolf convention. This is just what happened there. I think it's like a wander round with interviews and stuff. I got a Christmas movie. I got Elf on Blu-ray. I watch this every single year. I ended up just upgrading to Blu-ray. Looks freaking fantastic. I also picked up Magic Mike XXL. Wasn't really interested in seeing this, but for $5, you can't go wrong. And I also got Wasteland Panda Exile. This is just the DVD. This is a nice old South Australian production. If you haven't watched this, I highly recommend this. It's an amazing production. Probably one of my favourite films to probably come out of South Australia besides Wolf Creek. But that's Wasteland of Panda. It is absolutely incredible, guys. You have to watch this one. If you can find it, pick it up. It is super limited and super amazing. So that's that one as well, guys. I also picked up the film If I Stay with Chloe Grace Moretz. A very underrated film. If you haven't seen this, definitely go out and check it. Definitely is a very underrated sort of teen drama film. So if you haven't seen it, definitely check that one out. And one that I was anticipating for so long of seeing was called The First Time with Dylan O'Brien. I don't know if you can see that. It's a bit bright, sorry. This is a really good film, guys. If you haven't seen this yet, definitely do check it out. It's another sort of teen rom-com sort of film starring Dylan O'Brien and Britt Robinson. Not a big fan of Britt Robinson, but big fan of Dylan O'Brien from Teen Wolf and the Maze Run series, and I'm super excited for this Monday for the Scorch Trials. So if you haven't seen this one, definitely do check it out, guys. I also picked up Traces. I haven't managed to watch this one yet. I've been putting it off. It just looks like another, version of the film Abduction, which has Taylor Lautner in it as well. So I've been putting it off, and it's going to be one of those films where it's going to be a last resort to watch if I get really bored. A really great action film I saw in theatres was Kingsman Secret Service. An absolute brilliant film. If you haven't guys seen this one, check it out. Cannot wait for the sequel for that one. I did manage to pick up Run All Night with Liam Neeson, directed by Jamie Colott-Serra. Massive fan of the director, Jamie Colott-Serra, who did films like Orphan, Unknown, Non-Stop, and now Run All Night. If you haven't seen this or any other Jamie Colott-Serra film, I highly recommend all of his films. They are all excellent. So definitely check out Run All Night, and especially all of his other films. He did manage to direct one of my favourite horror film called Orphan. And I did manage to pick up the second and third Death Race films. If you guys haven't seen the Death Race trilogy, I highly recommend these one. I hope they do a fourth because I really do like the Death Race trilogy. I've seen it probably a handful of times. I did own this on DVD, and I've upgraded ever since to the triple packs and the limited editions, and the now onto Blu-ray. So if you haven't seen these guys, I do highly recommend that series. One I haven't seen, I didn't even know was a Steven Spielberg film, was called Arachnophobia. Or yeah, Arachnophobia, I always used to call Arachnophobiac. It's called Arachnophobia. It stars John Goodburn and Jeff Daniels. Big fan of both of them. They're definitely high on my favourite actors list. So if you haven't seen this, I do highly recommend this one. I did watch this the other night and it is bloody fantastic. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. And a good old horror film that I wasn't too keen on the first time I saw it, but did redeem itself after a second watch, and that was In Fear. I did manage to watch this the second time. Did enjoy it a lot more on the second watching. So I think it does take a second watching for anyone who doesn't really like it. But I do kind of recommend that one, but not as much as a lot of the other ones I've got here. A horror sci-fi thriller film I do highly recommend. It's called Reanimator. I do love this, and I even love the sequel even more. This is a brilliant little sort of horror sci-fi B-grade movie. I wish I'd do the second one on Blu-ray. I've got the second one on DVD, but I'm hoping if this does well, they do the second one on Blu-ray. Good old kids film I haven't seen yet. I got the Inside Out Blu-ray Steelbook. And then on the back, it is nice and embossed on the front there, all the characters. And then on the inside, it's a 2-disc film. I also managed to pick up Hocus Pocus on Blu-ray. I absolutely love this film. I can't wait to rewatch it on Blu-ray and see what the transfer is like. I'll probably do this, probably the end of the year, sort of, or next Halloween. Before I go on to the DVD sort of movies and titles and whatnot, I'll show you the games I got. My work had a clearance and we had $1 PS3 games. I don't really play my PS3 anymore since I've upgraded to PS4, but I thought for $1 for brand new ones as well, not pre-owned, these were all new. I thought, why the hell not? I ended up getting a Godzilla game. I don't know, this looks kind of interesting. And I also got one called Castlevania 2. These are all brand new and sealed when I got them, besides the 3 at the back. Rugby League Live 2, Global Sports 1, and Pro Evolution Soccer 2015. Tekken Tournament. Now these 3 at the back were still brand new, but when we sort of get down to our last 1 or 2 copies of games, we sort of take out the discs and put the covers on the shelves. So we have to take off the shrink wrap and stuff, but obviously the covers were stolen from work, so I've only got the discs in these blank cases. One of them is Dragon Age 2, and then Max Payne 3. So I had to print off covers for these. They were obviously just stolen, but they were still brand new. And Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, I don't know if you can see the disc. I thought for $1 I may as well. A lot of the good ones were taken before me. Everyone sort of at work leaped in and grabbed all their sort of ones they wanted, and most of them only had 1 or 2 copies in, so I didn't manage to grab as much as I wanted, but I thought for $1 that's a pretty good pickup there for all of them. Alrighty, so onto the TV, or sort of DVD. I'll start with the TV series of DVD. I got Jamie Private School Girl Series 1, good old comedy Australian series. I got Alien Dawn Series 1 Part 1 and Part 2, so that's Series 1 Part 1 Part 2. Watched an episode, this wasn't too bad, but not the greatest sort of B-grade sci-fi. I did pick up Series 1, 3, 4, and 5 Modern Family. I just got to get 6 now, and then 7 when it comes out in a couple months. Of Modern Family, these were all about, I don't know, $13 each, so I had to get them all. I do own season 2 in my collection, so that sort of fills it up to I get season 6. Now just into the regular DVDs. I bought John Tucker Must Die, $2. American Psycho 2. Freaky Friday. The Answer Man. How to Rob a Bank. I got Pet Sematary 2. I can't wait to watch this one. I love the first one, but I haven't managed to check that one out. I got A Series of Unfortunate Events. I think they're doing a Netflix series there. I can't wait for that if they do. I got the Santa Claus trilogy. I hope they bring the Blu-ray box set to Australia. They never did one. I know they did one in the US and I think the UK, but we didn't get it. So I'm hoping they sort of print one in the next couple years. Well, James and the Giant Peach. I absolutely love this film. I remember loving this as a kid. I rewatched it and I still love it as an adult now. I got The Addams Family Values. I don't know if this is the sequel, just the first one with extras. I don't know. I'll have to look that one up tonight. I got Bean, The Ultimate Movie. I got Alvin and the Chipmunks. I got Gabriel and Glacier Stand Up Revolution Series 2. And I got a CD, it's the Ultimate Fan Edition of One Direction Made in the AM. It's really thick. And I got a few other things to show you. One of the things I'll show you is the film of mine, which is being released in about 5 days, which I just said just at the start of the video. I've got it all printed on Blu-ray and whatnot. It's just got to be sort of, we're just waiting till the release date. It's got 5 days off, so we can't really do anything until then. The Blu-rays have all been printed. That's the front there. It's the side. And that's the back. I will probably leave a link in the description. I'm not too sure because the uploads haven't been done yet because it's not released yet. So once it's done, if you're watching this after the 15th, if you live in Australia, if you're watching this on the 15th, the link should appear after there. If you live in the US or the UK, on the 16th of December, you guys would be able to click the link. So I don't think there'll be one down there till the 15th or 16th, depending on your country. If you want, I'll leave the IMDb link down below for Avoidant. You can check out all the details, release dates for your country, you know, cast and crew info, all that sort of stuff. It's all on the IMDb page for Avoidant. You'll be able to watch all the teasers and whatnot, as I said, down below, all the clips, so you know if you want to sort of give it a watch. But yeah, Avoidant, that's my film that I did this year. That's all the DVD and Blu-rays I got. I do have a bit more stuff to show you guys if you want to stick around. I went to a place called Supanova, which is a convention. I don't know if really anywhere else has it. I know Adelaide does, where I live. I did get quite a few things while I was there. One of the comics I got is Uncanny X-Men, which stars Wolverine and whatnot. It's a, you know, comic. That was only like $3. I did pick up the bibliography or biography of John Jarratt. I'm not too sure if all you guys know who he is. He's an Australian actor, Wolf Creek, and all of that. So that's his biography. I ended up meeting John Jarratt. I'll see if I can put a photo here of me and him. I did end up getting a photo. And also did get an autograph from him, which was amazing. This is it here. He just signed it up the top there. It says, "To Jesse, go fuck yourself, John Jarratt." The reason he's written that is he's written it in the style of one of his characters, well, most popular characters, Mick Taylor, which is from the Wolf Creek movies. If you haven't seen them, I do highly recommend them. They are definitely my favourite Australian film of all time. So he's written it, that's the actual character there that he plays, Mick Taylor. It's the horror legend. So he ended up signing that as the, sort of, you know, as the character would if he was the character. So, you know, go fuck yourself. And that's awesome. Now I've got it framed. So I did get a few other autographs and posters. I haven't managed to find the frames for them yet because they're sort of weird sizes to find. One of the other ones I got signed from a guy called Greg Van Borsum. He was the stunts coordinator, fight specialist, and weapons coordinator on Mad Max Fury Road. He ended up signing that for me. I don't know if you can sort of see that. It's a bit exposed, but he signed up the top. So that's one of the photos there he signed. Also got one more signed. So it's another Mad Max one. Greg Van Borsum, who signed that last one, did another signature on this big poster here. But I also got another signature on here from a guy called Richard Carter. He plays the bullet farmer in Mad Max Fury Road. So the one at the top there is from Greg Van Borsum. That's the poster there, guys, which is freaking amazing. You got Charlize Theron with her hand, and then you got down the bottom the Richard Carter signature. It says, Jesse, you are my scale of injustice, the bullet farmer, Richard Carter. His character was the bullet farmer. That is an incredible poster. This is a really weird size. It's a 9x11 frame. So, and I can't find it. The ones I can find is 9x10 and then, you know, 15x20 or whatever. I can't find 9x11. So I ended up getting that. But while I was there, I picked up two other posters. They're not signed, but I got the Star Trek one, USS Enterprise, and also a Styles Stalinsky poster from Teen Wolf, which is awesome. They're about 15 bucks each. I also managed to get a Hunger Games poster. I'm not a big fan of Hunger Games, but I ended up getting this and framing it. So that's the poster there. Nice little look. It's for the new one, Mockingjay, so that's hanging above my bed. Not a big Hunger Games fan. Poster was free and I had the exact frame size just sitting in my room, which is a bit uncanny, but yeah, it's a pretty good poster. And that is it for this update. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully this wasn't too long. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Definitely does help me out when you guys like and subscribe and all that. So thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video.